Hey everybody, it's me, Crazy Gamer World here, and welcome back to another video on Crazy Gamer World. Today we're going to be doing a tier list video, and we're actually doing multiple tier list videos. So the first one is going to be on the Mario Party games. Um, and to make everything fun, we also have some people joining in the fun.
Hey everyone, it's Raiden, aka Energy Fox slash Energy Wolf, the loser of the group.
Yeah, I'm Meshi64, and I'm not gonna say anything else. Okay.
Wow, what a buzzkill.
Anyways, yeah, there are plenty of others in the meet, but yeah, we're gonna be doing a Mario Party game tier list, and then after this, we'll also do some other Mario Party tier lists. We're gonna be doing the boards and the mini games. But if I'm gonna be honest, actually, here's what I'll do the order. We're gonna do the games first, and then we're gonna do the mini games, and then after that, we'll save the boards for last.
I'll have you know, Nathan, that the well, I can't even speak. There's actually quite a lot of mini games in there. It's pretty much from Mario Party 1 to Mario Party to a Super Mario Party because Jamboree is not included. But that's the best I could pretty much find.
Yeah.
Just letting you know. And
Well,
the viewers.
well, I'll try to remember that. But as usual, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you want to see content from both my channel, from both my two channels, subscribe to both of them. Subscribe to my non-commentary channel if you want to see a lot of gameplay videos, and subscribe to this channel if you like seeing commentary random videos, and also subscribe to the other people that are joining this video.
If you want to know how to complete Mortal Kombat Armageddon Conquest modes, check out my channel.
Exactly. So, let's get started with the Mario Party games. Starting it off, we have the very first one.
Okay, I hate to start on a negative note, but I'm just gonna have to say it. This game is mid.
I've not played this one, so I don't really have an opinion on it.
Well, I'm going to give off my opinion. I do think it is the weakest of the three Mario Party games, but I don't think it's... But I actually do think it is a good one. While it definitely has its problems, I'm not going to deny that it's flawed, because it is. It definitely did introduce some stuff that you got to give credit to.
I mean, I hear this game is really harsh on the players.
Yeah, which for some reason I actually kind of like some of the parts when the game does kind of feel like you cuz I feel like what makes the game good to me is you feel like you have strategy. It takes strategy rather than there you get a sense of strategy that I feel like some later games kind of don't really do much of. The chance time is absolutely cruel. Um, and the Boo is quite like Boo can literally take coins from players for free, and if you pay 50 coins, he'll even steal a star from someone. And there's just some moments that are just kind of mean spirited.
And before we forget the boards, which we will get to in that ranking as well in a bit.
Yeah.
Well, in a different video.
The boards are, I mean, I kind of do get they may not be as amazing as others, but I mean, for the first game, it is at least, I do think it was kind of appropriate that they have it based off a character. But the one board, I will say, Wario's Battle Canyon sucks.
Mario's Rainbow Castle, Yoshi's Tropical Islands, and Peach's Birthday Cake, in my personal opinion, are the only good ones. Everything else is either mid or worse.
Oh, probably unforgettable, probably.
But
I mean, Peach's birthday cake is that good that it got into superstars.
I mean, it got into that for a good reason. Um, but the mini games are definitely a mixed bag. There's
Puff,
definitely
puff, pum.
there's definitely some good ones. Like there's mushroom mix up, uh, facelift, and some others. But then there are also some crappy ones like the rotating control stick that, fun fact, literally got so many people's hands hurt in the process.
Oh yeah,
So hard that Nintendo literally had to come up with a solution.
yeah,
Sell
which
gloves. So yeah, I'd say I think it's a solid start. Just some the games that came out after it were better, but
I could
it's
probably settle for D, C, or B.
I think a B, a good B tier is good enough for me.
That's acceptable.
So B tier you go. Next one is the second game.
Overrated.
you think it'll be overrated? But I
Yep,
mean,
you fucking heard me. Overrated. A lot of people claim this game to be the best among the entire series, even better than the fucking GameCube titles, which are the
okay,
real S
that
tiers of the
yeah,
fucking.
that okay, I would admit that's cap. That yeah, the people who think it's better than the GameCube games, that's
The only good board in this fucking game is fucking Horrorland. Everything else is either mid or worse.
I
uh,
I I personally I personally disagree.
yeah. Like I wouldn't say Holland is that good. I mean, it's
Mysteryland is
good,
trash, bro. Fucking Mysteryland.
but yeah,
Okay, Mysteryland sucks, but the other boards I thought were not bad. Like the rest of the boards were either, in my opinion, good or just okay at best.
I dare every single person to name one board in Mario Party 2 that is better than Horrorland. I fucking dare you.
actually, yeah.
I mean, Horrorland is the best, but there are some other boards that I did like.
And don't say Spaceland. It wasn't good.
I am saying it.
Spaceland is mid.
I
Yeah, it's mid. Yeah, it's mid.
it well there I personally have played worse than Spaceland, but okay.
Mysteryland. Anyways,
Um, but
let's get to the mini game, shall we?
I think a lot of them are pretty much improved versions of the first game.
Which is facts.
There were still some bad ones, of course, like any Mario Party game. Every Mario Party game's gonna have bad mini games. So it ain't like it's gonna be to this game. Um,
So where should we put it?
I still have things to say about it myself.
Fair enough.
It is one that I will admit I have nostalgia to. So that's probably why I love it a lot. Also, the costumes were a neat detail that does make the game a lot more creative compared to the others. It may
All
not.
right. Are we talking about the costumes?
Yeah, like the fact that the characters wear a certain costume based on a board is kind of, it does make the game stand out in a way.
I'm not gonna lie. I never really liked the costumes.
Well, you do you, I guess.
Yep, I fucking said it, people. Attack me all you want. I don't give a shit.
Well, you know what I say? Creative. At least it's creativity, and that to me deserves some credit.
I mean, fair enough.
Oh, and you know what else? This game does. I think this game deserves credit for the fact it did introduce the duel mini games and the battle mini games. They
Okay,
were
I'll give you that.
so. I personally really like Mario Party 2. It is. It may be overrated, but to me, I think this game. I personally think the game deserves the good stuff. It's
I mean,
definitely an It's definitely an improvement over 1, in my opinion.
I could definitely say that it's not an S tier for me personally, but I will settle for at least.
I mean, I will admit it's definitely it does have its flaws. I won't deny that, but I do think it is still a great game.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I'll still I'll still play it any day.
Yeah, I remember.
That's pretty much what I think about all 3 N64 Mario Party games. Is I think they're all at least worth playing
Yeah,
once.
are we still talking about Mario Party 4?
So with that said, I will finally put Mario Party 2 in the tier.
Oh, okay.
So I
I
get
could settle for A or B tier.
I think an A tier is reasonable. Now into Mario Party 3. I haven't really.
Best on the N64.
I haven't. I actually surprised.
It's amazing.
Shockingly, I've not played this game as much as the other 2, but I do. But I do think the game definitely has a lot of things that should not be overlooked.
This is literally the only Nintendo 64 title that has an actual story mode.
It was actually the first one to have one.
Exactly.
And here's something I'll admit. It was the first game to also introduce Daisy and Waluigi as playable characters into the Mario Party series.
Oh yeah,
Good characters, that is also a good thing.
of course.
And speaking of Waluigi, how could we forget the best board in Mario Party 3 history?
Waluigi's Island.
Island.
Absolutely.
Side note, why haven't you brought that back, Nintendo?
Definitely a great one. The mini games, as usual, some bad ones, but also some good ones. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff this game definitely did. So I think it's a pretty.
We almost forgot. It also introduced dual fins.
Oh yeah, the dual
The
mode.
dual mode, yeah.
Yeah, the dual mode. Oh yeah, the dual mode.
Which is a lot of fun if you really want to enjoy the game.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I definitely think this game is, again, like the other 2. I personally think it's worth playing. So for Mario Party 3,
I personally put it in S tier, but I'm fine with A.
I'm actually gonna say it. It goes in S tier.
I was about to say I am not accepting anything lower.
All right, I'm gonna actually before I continue, I'm also gonna point out like where I would put each game. Like the S tier is just for the best of the best type games. A tier is great. B is like the good tier. The good to okay tier. C is more neutral to me. The D is the bad, and the F is just awful.
And the not played speaks for itself.
Yeah, but because some of these I did not play.
But while 3 introduced quite a lot of things, such as Daisy and Waluigi, we're actually now getting to the goated Mario Party era, the GameCube.
Which
Starting
definitely.
with Mario Party 4.
Yep. Which I think is a pretty good start.
Now, I actually do have a soft spot for Mario Party 4 since it's the first ever Mario Party game that I have ever played.
Yeah. Mario Party 4, I think, is a pretty solid start. It definitely features. The story mode is brought back from 3.
And even better than ever, personally.
And especially when you actually get to pick your own boards, like the order of which board you want to do, except for the Bowser board, obviously.
Then again, it does make sense for the Bowser board to be done last.
Yeah. But let's talk about the elephant in the room in terms of this game. The Mega Mushroom and Mini Mushroom items.
Oh, hell yeah.
This, I think, is probably one of the best things about Mario Party 4.
Definitely. They really know where to use these spins.
It can help a lot. Like, mini mushrooms can help you get to certain areas.
Not to, not to mention that there are quite a few good boards as well.
Yeah. If I had to say the one board that I completely hated, though, it was definitely Koopa's.
Like, okay, I've seen one YouTube video that claims Toad Sports to be the worst. And personally, while it isn't the best, I'd still say that Koopa's is worse.
I have a soft spot for Toad's board.
I'm more into Goomba's Greedy Gala.
But Koopa's Seaside Sorority, gosh, that board, when I was playing it for the story mode, I was begging for it to end.
Yeah.
Also, but let's get into what I think also deserves some points.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Don't you mention Dungeon Duos?
The mini
That was
games.
that was Dungeon Duos wasn't very good.
Even if it wasn't the best minigame, it's still a good one.
I liked it, but let's talk about Book Squirm.
Oh yes, the real goat of Mario Party 4.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good, I guess.
There is definitely some trash as usual. But
See, can we even name something other than Mario Medley?
trying to remember some of the mini games in 4.
I was gonna say that the Mario Racing one is also terrible, but it's not that terrible once you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really struggle with it all that much when I realized what I was supposed to be doing. Oh yeah, the one with the bombs and the conveyor belt, for some reason I always hated playing that one.
Oh yeah, that one sucks too.
Wait, hold on. What minigame are we talking about?
The one where you have to try to get the bombs out of the conveyor belt, like move the bombs on the conveyor belt.
Is it point based?
I think it is.
Oh wait, hold on. It's that 2v2 minigame, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
that one. I personally only got one thing to say: skill issue.
Oh,
Are you serious?
of course.
Yes, I can actually beat that minigame on hard.
Well, for some reason.
That's what she said.
Anyways, for Mario Party 4, oh yeah, also for a while until another game that I'll get to later. This was the point where DK kind of retired for a bit. Went on a hiatus until another game that we'll get to later where he comes back as a character.
Well, not from the games itself, but pretty much from being playable. To be
Yeah,
honest.
that's what I was trying to say. So, now let's get into where
Personally,
Wait! How can we forget about the fucking Bowser minigames?
Oh yeah, the Bowser mini games.
Oh, you mean my epic minigame?
And the boss minigames.
Oh yes,
You know, the minigames against the host.
Oh yeah. When you finish up complete a board in the game, you also get to go against the bosses in their mini games, the hosts in their mini game.
Which I'd have to say that
I would say it's good and bad.
Personally, I think Goombas and Boos are the only two bad ones. Since you have completely no control of how the game goes.
Yeah.
Still, despite all that, it is still a very, very fun game.
I would say my personal pick is an A tier.
I would have said S or A anyway.
So A tier. Oh boy, Mario Party 5.
I've always found, I'm not gonna lie, I have always found Mario Party 5 to be underrated. Not gonna lie.
Actually, in my personal opinion, I'm gonna actually put 4 up above 2, just a little, right there. Okay.
Thank you.
Anyways, 5. 5 is definitely.
I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. I always found 5 to be underrated. Not gonna lie.
It definitely had its moments where it kind of was starting to go down a little, but aside from that, it's still a pretty good game.
What can we talk about when it comes to the boards?
Oh,
Sweet
oh yeah,
Screen?
here's something I can talk about in terms of this game.
Go on.
The Star Spirits being a thing.
Which was a nice touch.
The orbs, I guess.
Which I can definitely see why they were ditched later on after 7.
Yeah, they really didn't really do much.
Not to mention that some of them are even kind of confusing. Overall, I still think the game is pretty fun.
Yeah, I definitely, the mini games are definitely probably the best part about this game, in my opinion.
Definitely.
The boards are, for the most part, okay. I'd say about a high B. Is
Which is fair.
It's, in my personal opinion, it's the weakest Mario Party GameCube game, but it's fine. It's not bad. It doesn't do anything.
Fine indeed, but
It doesn't
what's
it doesn't do anything wrong to me, but it doesn't do anything extremely spectacular.
true. Well, what's next? Oh my God! Is that Mario Party Advanced?
I have never.
Wow, the gambling addiction.
All right.
The
I have
gambling
never.
addiction.
Okay, I have not played this one, but you know what?
Put enough.
You know what? Let's get rid of this. There we go. All right. You know what? This game ain't Mario Party. This is not Mario Party.
Put enough.
Also, they totally fucked up the fucking character roster. Where's Wario? Where's Daisy?
So
Where's
yeah,
Waluigi?
definitely putting it up. Psych. No, you're going in F tier. Get in there.
Put that
Get
shit
in
in
there.
Gambling addiction.
Put that shit in there.
Now, here's a game that I actually will put, that I probably will be ready to put in S. Mario
Oh,
Party
hell yeah,
6.
peak.
Mario Party 6 is probably one of the games where I actually can say I didn't really think the boards were terrible. Like, there were definitely some that were not amazing, but they weren't like the worst in general.
Yeah.
We have
yeah.
exactly. We
Yeah,
have
it was-
Fair
it was
Square where you can farm for stars. We have
Even Snowflake Lake, in my opinion, isn't terrible. Cause I mean, it's got a really good music. It's got really good. The soundtrack is really good.
Then why did you say it's bad?
I didn't say it was bad.
Oh, I probably must have.
I don't think any of the boards in 6 are bad. They're just not as good as others.
Yeah, it's really cool. Now put it in there. I'm joking.
Even though I think the tree and the EGED lab ones are mids, still the rest of the boards are also pretty fun.
Oh yeah, another thing, the day and night cycle.
Which for some reason, some people are saying that is when the series went downhill. It is not.
No. You'll see which there's another game that I think caused the series to go down. And we're approaching it.
Literally.
Anyways, this game, top of S, boy.
Before we move over to 7 though, there's one last thing that I would have to say about Mario Party 6. The only downside that I have about it, or well, I at least, is pretty much the fact that there's no story mode.
Yeah, that did I feel like this game would have been a lot even better if there wasn't a story mode, but to me, this one is the true best Mario Party game for now.
And now we have Mario Party 7, which there's pretty much an argument that it's the weakest. That there's pretty much the weakest among the games to pair up
Actually,
between the-
shockingly, slightly disagree.
I mean, it's not like I'm saying that it's the weakest, but there's pretty much an argument. Of
Yeah,
weakness.
personally, I don't think it's the weakest to those fans. I think it's still pretty strong.
It has a story mode. It has.
You even have 8 players,
And who does not love 8 players?
which means more chaos. The boards definitely are kind of like. There are definitely some not so great boards like Pyramid Park.
Yeah, that board is pretty mid.
Like I hate
However, I can definitely name 2 boards, 2 really good boards that Seven does have. That being Pagoda Peak and Neon Heights.
both of which I agree.
Hey, the music on Neon Heights is cool, by the way.
Yeah, I
Thanks.
mean, and the mini games, you know, as usual. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention about Mario Party 6.
How could we forget?
I
the
forgot to
mini
I
games?
forgot to mention the characters that 5 and 6 introduced. 5 introduced Toad, my boy, as a playable character, as
As
well as
well as Boo and Koopa Kid as playable characters.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, Boo's awesome.
Mario Party 6 also introduced Toadette, another
The
favorite.
GOAT!
As for Mario Party 7, it got rid of Koopa Kid, but replaced it with Birdo and Dry Bones. Some pretty cool characters, I'll admit. So, I think 7 deserves a little more respect.
I'd say at least B at best.
Yeah, a B or an A is reasonable.
But the main question is it going higher than 5?
The answer, in my personal opinion, yes.
Fair enough.
8.
Now
This
we have
one,
eight.
this one is nostalgic. I have so many memories with this one.
My personal favorite.
I have some good memories with Mario Party 8.
I can actually not. Since we're gonna talk about Mario Party 8, I want to get this out of the way.
Oh boy, here we go.
Koopa's Tycoon Town is overrated and it's
Son of a
trash.
bitch. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say something that will make a lot of Mario Party fans mad. What Mesh said about Koopa's Tycoon Town, I would actually say that about Shy Guy's Perplex Express.
I think that also about DK's Treetop Temple. That board's pretty overrated.
That board doesn't get nearly as much love, but go figure.
I mean, it is still kind of loved, in a way.
I mean, only because it's a first board, I guess. But I think but despite all that,
8,
think we
but
all
I personally think Koopa's Tycoon Town is the best. Fight me for saying that.
Yeah, of course.
But I think we can all agree that Bowser's Warped Orbit is the worst.
I disagree.
It's probably my second worst. It's my second worst.
I disagree, to be honest.
King Boo's Haunted Hideaway is the definition of trash.
Yeah,
I surprisingly never had a problem with that board.
King Boo.
I could barely finish that board. I could hardly finish it because of how much I hated it.
Who the fuck pins me on Discord?
But let's talk about some things that Mario Party 8 does do. This was released during the peak Wii era. So, you know what that means. You know what the mini games were probably going to implement motion controls.
We even have extra modes that includes the Mii's, but I don't really think us former Miitubers are really going to be caring about that.
I mean, I was never one in the first place, so
Anyways, it even has a story mode, kind of.
I definitely.
And what can we really say about minigames?
I mean, it's got Shake It Up.
Oh yeah, the best one.
At the Chomp Wash.
Also a really good one.
What else could I think of? Trying to remember. Sugar Rush, kind of.
Cardiators.
Oh yeah, Cardiator. No. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll talk about. like it's got some crappy mini games. I'm especially looking at you. You're the Bob-omb and cut from the team.
True classics.
Um, I can't really think of anything else other than also the two new characters.
Yes.
Uh,
Looper and Hammer Bro. Mesh, what do you think of the new characters?
Blooper sucks and Hammerbo is okay, I guess.
wow. I'm actually kind of.
That is the Meshy way
I'm
of
trying to think of more things to talk about in terms of Mario Party 8 that I really liked. I mean, aside from Koopa's Tycoon Town, I also liked Goomba's Booty Boardwalk.
That is also really good. The only downside that I have to say about Goomba's Booty Boardwalk is pretty much the last happening space before the star.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. Dang. I'm trying to think of more things to say about it.
Um, let's see here.
Music is pretty solid.
Best victory music.
I will say some of the music in this game I was actually listening to it at a couple weeks while playing. So, I'll give it that.
Mario Party 8 has the best victory
I
music.
personally, so I definitely think it's the better Wii Mario Party game, and you'll see why when I get to later. But
Definitely
I
the
don't
best
know.
victory.
I don't know if I can say if it's S tier or not.
I mean, I personally say it is, but I'll lend the heel to you. But there's one last thing I want to say. The victory music when someone wins a mini game is amazing. Too fucking bad that they ruined it in the other fucking Mario parties.
I personally do notice some problems that it has, but I'll give it about. It may change, but
Yeah, I'd say 2 is better than this, but okay.
I have nostalgia for 2, so that's part of why.
Fair enough.
I
But
mean,
now we have.
the amount of boards I don't like in 8 are somewhat more than 2. Surprisingly.
Yeah. Even though there's 6, but yeah.
Yeah, same with 2. 2 also had 6.
Oh wait, that's right. Okay. So next up, we are going to the handhelds.
I'm gonna just outright say it. I'm gonna outright say Mario Party D. My opinion on Mario Party DS. The only Mario Party handheld game that actually I can say is good.
Facts.
Yeah.
Every other handheld is either mid or worse.
And you'll the only problem I can say is if you're trying to fully complete it.
Yeah, getting Mario Party points is literally dumb. I
But
kind of explained it already.
but comparing it to the other Mario Party games that we'll see later on, this one at least has the Mario Party. Feels like it has the respect that Mario Party gets. And I think some of the minigames do well to kind of follow along with the story mode in a way.
Except for Cheap Chance. Fuck that minigame.
Yeah,
fuck that minigame.
Fuck that minigame.
Yeah, that minigame
If you
sucks.
like Cheap Chance, you deserve the burning hell, honestly.
Okay, that's not. I mean, personally, it's not. I'm not gonna opinion bash it. If y'all think differently, that's your opinion. But personally, I don't get how anyone can like it.
What I just said is actually a joke, guys.
Yeah, don't take that seriously, y'all.
Even though Cheap Chance
we're
is
not.
the
I mean, I personally don't see how people can like it, but if y'all think differently, you do you.
It has a good story mode, and honestly, almost all of the boards are good. Almost.
Yeah, almost.
Toadette's board is underrated. Bowser's Pinball Machine and DK's Stone Statue are amazing.
And then there's the Wiggler board.
Wiggler's board is mid, and Kamek's board is even worse.
I
Kamek's library is literally Neon Heights from 7, but worse.
Um,
the only thing I don't like about Bowser's board is this place where it takes.
This Euro Zone, we get it.
Yeah, this that.
all right. So I think DS will also get another A tier, and I'm gonna say right about here, either here or here. Probably, I kind of prefer 8 more than DS, but right there.
Same. Oh boy.
Now I get to probably now we're gonna get in some games. I'm probably gonna get to ranting.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's right, Mesh. Your favorite Mario Party game, Mario Party 9. That is where the series went downhill.
Okay,
because
okay,
you
okay.
guys
Hear me
talked
out.
about it, Mesh.
Okay. I would admit that it's not like the older Mario Bros. Games, but me personally, listen to me, okay. I personally don't think it's that bad as people say it is.
I mean, it's better than 10.
I mean,
I'll give you that.
I'll say this: in terms of the boards, they are so freaking boring.
I wouldn't say all of them are though.
I mean, not all of them.
Bowser's board is pretty good.
Yeah,
DK's
Bowser.
board is pretty good for farming Mario Party points.
Bob-omb's Factory sucks.
Okay, yeah, because of the bombs, that's why.
Bob-omb's Factory is trash because of both the Bob-ombs and the sub-boss and the final boss.
Mario.
King Bomb's bad music is pretty fire though.
Womp and Kimba Bomb can burn in hell.
Yeah, those bosses are trash. Like, I feel like, and there's kind of a reason because Mario Party 8 was like the last Mario Party game to be made by Hudson Soft. This was the first.
Actually, it's DS.
Whatever. Anyways, Mario Party 9 was the first game to be made by NB Cube. I feel like at the time they kind of, I mean, I get they wanted to try something new, but there is a time where new doesn't always equal better.
Exactly.
Now, with that said, there are some things about Mario Party 9 I actually do like. I do think the mini games, for the most part, are pretty good with plenty of exceptions.
Some Bowser Jr. mini games are regs, but there are also some that are pretty fun.
Yeah, some of them are pretty solid. Most of the boss fights, except for the Bowser Station and Bob-omb Factory ones, are pretty solid as well.
Especially Spike.
Like the
My God, I love that boss.
the side modes in Mario Party 9 are, for the most part, all right. Like
Boss Rush.
I actually like Boss Rush. But I just think I would have probably liked Mario Party 9 a lot more if it wasn't for the fact that they went with the car mechanic for the board.
Which is overhated.
I think it deserves to be. I think it deserves to be.
I mean, I will admit, DK's board, Bowser's board, and Toad Road aren't all that bad.
I mean, yeah, Toad Road I thought was pretty solid.
The only board that I'd say deserves hate is Bob-omb's Factory.
Yeah, that one is definitely the worst.
The other ones, I'd say is missed.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the freaking car mechanic, again, it could have easily. This game could have easily been a lot higher. While I will personally admit I am a little nostalgic to this game, nostalgia doesn't always equal good.
You know what? I'm just gonna say this, and I'm literally just saying this just to make Meshi upset. C tier. At best.
No, at least B tier.
C tier at best.
Well, I'm gonna have to agree with Silver on this one. It's definitely got some good, which is why I'm not gonna put it lower than C tier.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Just be glad that I did not say D tier. And speaking of
This
B
one,
tier-
this one, Island Tour.
actually no, F tier, overrated.
This one is forgettable. That's the
I
best
mean,
way I can put it.
Overrated.
I mean, I know my Island Tour isn't. I know Island Tour isn't memorable, but what do you say it's
Overrated.
What do you say? What do you say it's overrated though?
I mean,
Yes.
I could literally look up
Dude, I'm
like how
literally
mu-
just-
like
I'm just gonna say
much score what the score on Island Tour is according to the game score.
I'm just gonna say this. People only say that they like this game because of the choices voice.
Like dang,
That is literally the only thing
da-
that people like about this
dang!
game.
I actually just looked on freaking the Metacritic website, and apparently this game is like 57.
57 out of 100.
Yeah.
That's cap, and they damn well know it. Majority of the minigames aren't even that good.
I mean, there are a few good ones,
And
but
not just that. Bowser's board is the only good board that this game has. Every other board is mid or worse.
I mean, anything that's by Bowser's name has to be good.
Except for Bowser's Warped Orbit.
No,
no, that board does suck.
no.
Yeah, it does.
This
Wrong.
is just mesh.
Wrong. Wrong.
And not to mention, this game does not even have an actual story mode.
Yeah.
And Bowser's Tower does not count. And not to mention the Street Pass bin. Holy fuck, I had to go through so many fucking days, weeks, months to get to at least 50 wins in that fucking shit just to 100% this fucking game. And let me tell y'all real quick, it was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, Mario Party Island Tour, the boards, I will agree, while it's nice that they didn't have the stupid cars, the board still didn't feel like in a way, it doesn't feel like Mario Party. It just feels like some random party game, like Wii Party.
Or Oops Prank Party.
Which I think these kind of boards would have worked better for something like that game rather than than Mario Party.
This game highly deserves an F tier.
I'm gonna put it above Advance because at least it has some things to make me think it's Mario Party.
Fair. Now we have a game that I'd say is either F or D tier.
Oh boy, Mario Party! Mario Party 10 blows.
I've not played
The
it.
only fucking Mario Party game that is on the Wii U, and it's not even a good one.
Like a lot of I think if this is one of the games that are in the list of games that people love to trash on.
Not even Bowser Party or Amiibo Party can save this.
Like Mario Party, like the Mario Party mode is like the Mario Party mode is just the same in Mario Party 9 but done 10 times worse.
If I had to name one board that is not that bad, I'd say it's Chaos Castle.
That's the only board I kind of have some enjoyment with.
And it's the only board that is memorable, let's be honest here.
The Bowser Party mode is also terrible.
Exactly. Especially when Bowser gets low rules.
If Bowser does get high rolls, prepare to lose because he will be broken.
Literally.
And as for Amiibo Party, well, it sounds like it could be good because it plays like normal Mario Party. Well, here's the problem. You need an Amiibo to do it, which is bullcrap. And the board is a freaking square.
Amiibo Party? Okay, time to pay $13 for a fucking toy.
And, like, it has to be a Mario Amiibo. Like, that will actually work with this game. So, like, Daisy, Waluigi, Diddy Kong, or any other, like,
Diddy
Amiibo.
Kong.
Like, or not Diddy Kong. Daisy, Waluigi, like, those Amiibos, they don't work. You have to,
Okay.
like, you have to use Mario, Luigi, Wario,
Wait,
Peach.
hold up. Daisy Amiibo doesn't work?
No.
Well, fuck me, I guess.
Like,
Alright, say less.
Like, and again, the boards are just the same, regardless of what character you use. And it's on a square. No strategy is in there. It's just a linear square. The only thing that really that kind of does redeem 10 just a tad is the mini games. It does have, as usual, some good ones.
Mostly a lot of bad ones though, but some good ones too.
So I will give it a very, very, very low D tier.
Low D tier is fair. And now we have, oh my fucking god.
Who even remembers this game?
Just throw it in D tier and move on, I guess.
Wait, which one is it?
Star Rush.
Cardinals.
Yeah. Throw that in forgettable.
I don't care about it.
Yeah, no,
I don't care about it either. D tier, just move on.
This one
Oh my
I didn't play, but you know what? F tier, top 100. I'm gonna actually talk about this one.
Wait, hold on, pause. But before you talk about it, why are you putting it above Advanced? This is totally the worst fucking game. There's 100 games, and quite a lot of the games among the 100 aren't even good.
All right.
Not to mention that this game does not even have any fucking boards.
So let's. I think the concept is actually kind of interesting. I'll give it that. Like,
What concept?
like just having the best. Like, what a great idea! Have some of the best. Some games from the first 10 games. But here's the problem: there's no boards.
Why would we play a Mario Party game that has no boards?
This game is definitely the definition of wasted potential,
Fact.
which puts it in F tier. Now we're on to the Switch titles.
Super Mario Party.
I do think this one had a step in the right direction, but it wasn't there exactly. It didn't exactly get there.
Want to know a secret, y'all? Want to know a secret? This is the first ever Switch Mario Party game that I actually managed to 100%. Superstars being the second.
Kind of makes sense because this was also kind of the first Switch Mario Party game to come out.
I mean, this pretty much came out. I mean, I pretty much managed to 100% it before Superstars came out, which probably explains why.
Yep. As for what I think of the game, it's fine. Just okay.
I used to play the fuck out of this, 8 Deluxe, and Smash Ultimate.
It's just about it's about middle of the road.
I'd say either C or B are good.
I would say, yeah. I'd say a low B tier. Just a low B tier. I definitely would rather play. It is somewhat in the good range, but not exactly. Like, the B is meant for just simply good games, in my opinion. That I think are the games I simply think are somewhat good.
Oh my god, you know what I just realized? We forgot to mention some characters that were introduced.
Yeah.
We have Rosalina that got introduced in Star Rush, I believe.
No, it was actually 10. Huh?
Oh, wait, that's right.
Oh, yeah, 10. 10 was also the game that brought Donkey Kong back as a playable character.
Exactly, but Top 100 had to replace DK with Rosalina.
Yeah. Spike also got introduced in 10. Koopa, Shy Guy, and Magic Koopa in 9.
Toadette was also brought back in 10 after being absent from 9 for some reason.
Island Tour brought Boo back temporarily and brought Bowser Jr. in. Kind of weird.
Super Mario Party brought Diddy Kong and, for some reason, Pom Pom.
Quite a lot of characters. Kind of a little bit of a lot of characters back then.
I believe Super Mario Party and Mario Party Jamboree have the most amount of characters.
Yeah, I just feel like the biggest problem I had with Super Mario Party was I feel like they kind of the amount of boards they had was kind of low. Like, they didn't really have a lot. They could have added a little more and made them.
Okay. I'll be honest when it comes to Super Mario Party. I'll admit that all four of the boards there are mid.
Yeah, they could have made it a little better. They just are not the best to play.
Especially Kamek Sport. Kamek Sport is awful.
But-
we go check what it comes to this stuff.
But as usual, I will say the mini games for the most part good. But that's pretty much all I gotta say for Super Mario Party. I've not really played the challenge thing.
I feel like we forgot to mention something.
Like that challenge road in Super Mario Party.
Not just that, but which Mario Party was the first Mario Party to introduce online play again?
I think it might have actually been this one.
It was either this one or Top 100 if I had to guess, but I'm not entirely sure.
But yeah, I don't remember. I've never played Top 100, but I know it's probably gonna be terrible.
Either way, let's just move over to Mario Party Superstars, and that is where online was really introduced for others.
And this is where the potential for Mario Party getting really good started to show again.
Mario Party Superstars, also known as the game where Mario Party 8 was so fucking unrepresentative. Only 2 mini games,
They could have added a little more.
and one of the mini games that I remember them putting in is not even that good.
They definitely. But here's something I'll definitely give them points for. Actually including boards.
Yeah, including boards from the past era, and 2 of them are mid. Those being Spaceland and Woody Woods. They're mid.
Wait, you think Woody Woods is mid?
Yes.
Come on, what's wrong with Woody Woods?
Woody Woods Mesh is mid.
Woody Woods is kind of in the mid, is in my opinion the mid department.
Also, they honestly should have added more boards, but that's
Yeah.
just me.
But aside from that, though, Mario Party Superstars definitely is, in my opinion, better than Super Mario Party.
Definitely.
I think it's a pretty solid, good game.
I'd say B or A will suffice.
A will be my tier.
And now we have, honestly, one of the best games in the series.
This is where they
This is
finally
where
they
they-
finally did it. They finally freaking did it. NDQ finally brought it up.
And not just that, the Bowser got brought back as a playable character.
Yes.
We have other stuff like Ninja, and we have let's see who else. We have Monty Mole who's back.
Wait,
We have
this Jamboree.
Yep,
Yeah,
Jamboree.
Oh yeah, the one no one really cared about.
and we also have Pauline, I guess.
But
Overrated.
also the boards are at some of their peaks.
Especially Wiggler's board.
This one right up there. Probably
I still have a bit of an argument which one is better between this 6 or 8.
I'm gonna kind of put it middle.
Mesh, how dare you say this game is mid?
Like the middle of
What Jamboree?
Yes.
I mean, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
You're definitely gonna get a lot of Jamboree fans after you, buddy.
I mean, I'm not saying it's spam. It looks pretty good, but like,
You're broke to play it.
it doesn't look that interesting to me. I'm just saying.
Eh,
Bro, just
don't
watch
judge
one of the gameplays and just-
don't judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.
I mean, I kind of seen a few videos on it already. It still doesn't look that interesting.
Oh yeah, that's right. Another thing we almost forgot to mention. This game also brought back the Joy-Cons and motion controls for
Oh yeah. This one also, another thing. This game has a mix of boards that were from the older games as well as original boards.
The boards that were brought back were Western Lands, which is okay, I guess,
I actually liked Western Land.
and Mars Rainbow Castle.
Definitely a board I was nostalgic to.
Which is but I would still have to say that the racetrack and Mega Wiggler sports are the best.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
Overall,
best.
definitely S tier. I don't know which one I'd say is better, this or 6, but I'm putting it right here.
Speaking of Mega Wiggler sports, which is pretty much mentioned to be the start of the boards, I'd say it's definitely a really good start.
Yeah, it's definitely a strong start. So this is kind of the ranking in terms of from
Wait. We're not done yet. We still have other shit to mention. Like the party planner thing. You know, that little story mode.
oh yeah, that one. And also side modes. How can I forget side modes?
Koopa Flom was also really good.
Mm-hmm. Fun to race if you want to.
And fun if you want to get toxic with other people.
Mm-hmm. Which is what Mario Party what Mario Party was about ever since the very first game. It was what it was established of being. A game that was known for being mean-spirited. But
And
you
really
still had... Which was what they started ever since in the first game, all the way up to Jamboree.
And the fact that it ruins friendships.
That's the reason why I like games like the older games, the N64 Mario Party games, the GameCube Mario Party games, and pretty much a lot of the Mario Party games that I have around these tiers.
I'd say all of them are definitely like friendship ruining, except for Advanced.
Super Mario Party isn't really that friendship ruining. It's more kind of like building it.
It's more It's supposed to be more wholesome.
Are you sure about that?
At times it can be, but sometimes yeah.
Okay, maybe if you play the mini games that includes the 4 players have to work with each other, sure. But the rest, hell nah.
Yeah.
Also, Mario Party Advance is only for the people who don't have any friends.
Yeah.
Or if you want to keep little Timmy quiet at a road trip to the Grand Canyon.
And as I said, the mini games have kind of a mixture between original and also some old classics, while some are also bad. But yeah, I think Mario Party Jamboree definitely felt like NDQ really stepped up their game. They learned from their mistakes, and with each Mario Party, ever since their biggest mistake being 10, they kind of looked at Super Mario Party. They decided to go from Super Mario Party to Mario Party Superstars, and then finally up to Jamboree. It was kind of like their little build up.
Oh yeah, the fact that in Super Mario Party and Mario Party Superstars, Toad and Tadabra hosts.
Yep.
Which I'm gonna be honest here to every single person watching, I don't hate them as hosts necessarily. I just prefer them as playable characters.
Yeah, I can definitely agree that I personally would rather play as them. But anything else to mention?
Not really. I think that's.
I guess I'll just kind of mention again that was pretty much the tier list for a lot of people, but I kind of was the one judging the final verdict based on my personal opinions. I don't know if this is exactly how I would rank the games. I kind of have my own personal ranking list.
I mean, some of these are definitely not how I would rank it, but oh well.
I mean, meh.
Like for instance, I'd say 2 is a little less in the negative A, but whatever.
I mean, as I said, I think the A tier is still like the great. The B is kind of the good. The C is more in the mixed bag or okay type or mediocre. D is definitely where the bad is, and the F is just awful.
Trash.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I rank it. But you know, if you want me to do my own ranking on the Mario Party games, then I'll just say it here just for some but who knows what my actual ranking on it will be. I'll probably make a video at some point covering my own opinion. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And stay tuned for our next 2 parts.
See you there.
See y'all there.
Eat it.
All right, before we go, okay, before